Hey guys, and welcome back to LEGO's Island. So today, it is Sunday, September 21st, 2025, and the third and final mystery event, which is also the main event of the month, has been revealed to be the Island Expedition 2025, which will go from September 21st all the way until October 1st. And the reason why this is the main event of the month is because basically, if it hasn't already become pretty clear by, this schedule, all of the events so far have been travel related. We went to the recreated Thousand Islands to see some items. We then had the New York trip 2025, which was based off of an actual trip in real life that required traveling. So why not be the main event of the month also be traveling related as well? It basically is not just mystery month, but basically travel month at this point. Also, I'm very curious what other islands we can find out in the ocean, because last time we held this event was in 2021, over 4 years ago. And let it be known that this is the first island expedition ever to not be mission-based event and all just be for fun. Like the last two island expeditions, the main area is obviously the shoreline area. This time, as you can see, we have a full-on board, having all the days of September 21st, September 23rd, September 25th, September 27th, and lastly September 29th. For the next 5 episodes, we're going to be going across various islands all across the ocean out there. And as you can see, we have a ton of boats to choose from. So many boats have been added since the events of the last island expedition. Specifically, the mangrove boat, the bamboo raft, the cherry boat, and the pale oak boat have all been added since the last island expedition, bringing our grand total to 10 boats that we can choose from. So, with all of that being said, the reason why we did the chest variants is just in case we come along some various items on the islands. Speaking of the islands, our first one is Spawnpoint Island. This is basically the island that we spawned on all the way back 8 years ago when the world was first created. Because you may or may not remember, but we actually spawned on an island when this world was first created, all the way back in 2017. Here's the thing though, we never fully got a chance to explore it, so that's why we're doing it here, after over 8.5 years. Now, because we are going very far away from the island, no dogs will be taken from the dog park, because there's a good decent chance they will not follow us because of how far away we are going. Now, out of all 10 of these boats, which one are we gonna choose? To be honest with all of you, honestly, I'm gonna be real here. I'm gonna choose the pale oak one. Now, of course, if anybody else comes to this world, like CoolCat33, he could choose another one of the boats. So Spawnpoint Island isn't actually this way. I realized it's actually all the way over there, right beyond the wilderness. That means we're gonna need to take our boat and actually do a bit of a turnaround if we wanna actually make our way over to the Spawnpoint Island. So, for your own curiosity's sake, and since this is going to take freaking forever to get over to, I will gladly pause this. Yeah, I'm glad I actually decided to do that, because wow, it is taking forever to get over here. Look at this, man. We have to go all the way over here. Now, we're going a bit far away from the actual island, but again, that's the main purpose of this event. We're going far, far away from a place that we actually have seen before, but never fully got a chance to explore until now. And by the way, since again, all of these islands are going to be so far apart from each other, it will require me to pause until we actually get there. So do keep that in mind as we go through all these islands. And we have just made our way over to Spawnpoint Island, right around here specifically. Or actually, it might have been a combination of these two islands specifically, because sometimes we either get spawned over here or spawned over there anytime we accidentally die in the game. But for the sake of what we're doing today, we're going to go ahead and go over here first. Then we'll make our way over to the other one over there. Now, like I said, we originally spawned on this island over 8 years ago in 2017. And that should be noted because, as you may notice, yep, this is literally the island that we spawned on over 8 years ago. And the fact that we can, well, finally have a chance to explore it, even though we could have done that at clearly any time in this world, I guess this is probably a better time to do it now that we're exploring all these islands. There's not much to see on this island, so now we're going to go ahead and move to the other part of Spawnpoint Island, which is over here specifically. Now, this should be interesting, considering there is a good decent chance almost every time I die in this game, I get spawned on this specific island. Now, this island is much bigger, and what the frick is with all the bunnies? But yeah, no, this is the official Spawnpoint Island, even though technically over there technically is. But this is the second part of Spawnpoint Island. And as you can see, look how massive this island is. This is super cool. Let's see what we can see here. We got a lot of pigs here and even some wolves. Nice. Oh, dang, we got a lot of islands over there. So we're kind of nearby some islands, including our main island all the way over there. But yeah, dang, this is big. This is actually big. Holy frick. I'm just realizing that now. This is massive. Look at this. This is insane. See, we even got a cow over here. But yeah, no, as you can see, this island is insane. Like, look how freaking insane it is. It may look pretty small, and let's be honest, it kinda is. But this is, I think, a great way to start off this event, is this whole island here. It's going to be really cool to see what the other islands are once we eventually get to them. For now, however, this is our current island. And I'm not going to lie, this is already off to a great start. Alright, we are back on the shoreline. So, there you go. That is the first out of 5 islands that we are going to explore in this event. And I'm not going to lie, I think the other islands that we're going to explore are probably going to be even cooler than Spawnpoint Island. But it's very nice to see that we finally went back to the island where this entire world originally started 8 years ago. With all that said, thank you so much for watching this episode. What do you think of the Island Expedition coming back after 4 years? And it not being mission-based event for once, it's all for fun. And we're actually exploring different islands this time, unlike the last 2, where they were literally the same islands in both events. With all that said, I will see you next time on September 23rd for the second island.